Hi, good morning. Welcome to another reading vlog. Today is October 17th. So we're slowly, well actually very quickly, getting closer to the end of I was about to say semester, but I'm no longer in school. End of the month, which means Halloween soon. I don't have a Halloween costume. I don't really know if I'm going to dress up this year, but it's not the point of today's video. So I only have one book picked out for this video. I don't know if I'll just read one or if I'll end up picking a second one, but the book that I'm going to be starting and hopefully finishing in this vlog is Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. Why does this book look so big? It's bigger than Don't Let the Forest In. So back in either June or July, I think it was July, I read Don't Let the Forest In, which I believe was this author's first work. 5 stars. It was so good. It was YA horror. I believe this one is as well. It's definitely horror, but I do believe it's YA. So I want to read a little bit before I tell you what it's about, just so I get a better understanding of it. And we're actually going to be going out. We're gonna leave my apartment. I gotta do one errand. I gotta go to the bank, and then we're gonna go. There's this really like artsy, it's like an old like textile mill that got turned into, it's like 3 floors. It got turned into a bunch of like art studios. It's one of my favorite places to go where I live. They have a bunch of markets and stuff. So today I'm gonna go try and get lunch there. I'm not sure if the restaurant will be open or not. I haven't eaten all day, so hopefully they're open. But I just want to go sit and read there just for a little bit, because normally it's very hot in there. Like I said, it's October 17th. It's gonna be like 85 degrees today. But so I'm gonna bring Hazelthorn. I'm also going to bring Berserk Volume 4. I started Berserk also in July. It's a lot, which I know it would be based on the first page of Volume 1, but like it's what, the most popular manga series of all time, and maybe the longest running. So I was like, okay, well, it's obviously popular for a reason, so I want to give it a try. It's a lot. I'm definitely curious about a couple of story points, but I couldn't tell you what it's about. The main character's name is Guts. He has a sword. There's a little fairy. And it's so dark. It is so dark. But so I'm gonna bring Hazelthorn, Berserk Volume 2, Volume 4. Then I'm also bringing my little, don't comment on how dirty it is, I need to wash it, because there is a little plant shop on the 2nd floor that what was in here was a little like propagation cutting, and it died, probably because I didn't clean out the water enough. But so I'm gonna bring this so I don't have to like carry the cutting in like a little bag with water. I'm just gonna carry it in this. So, and hopefully she's open as well. So yeah, so bank, hopefully get lunch, definitely read for a little bit, hopefully get a little plant. And I will definitely show you around the artsy place that I'm going, because it is really, really cool. I had my senior high school photos done there. So I am going to show you around, just so you get the vibes of the place. And then tonight, this is at another place, separate place. There is like a video game night at a bookstore. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going. It all depends if my best friend wants to go, because I don't really want to go alone. So if she goes, then we will both go. And then tomorrow, for sure, we will be going. The library in my town and the library in her town are both having like 25-cent $1 book sales, so we will be going to that. That's why I have to go to the bank to get cash, because I only take cash. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, but for today, artsy reading time and maybe video games later. So let's get going. Let's go to the bank and then hopefully have lunch. Okay, so we just got here. It's 11:05, so I am a bit worried about the restaurant being open, but this is what the outside looks like. There are 3 floors, so I will show you around. I'm worried about the restaurant, but let's go see. Okay, hi, we're back. Don't mind my red face, I got so hot. So what did I do? So, got to the art building, went straight up to the 2nd floor to where the plant shop was. When I got there, she was not open, there was no one in there. So I found a seat, and luckily on the 2nd floor they had like giant industrial fans blowing. So it wasn't too hot upstairs. I tried to read Hazelthorn, but like when I start a new book, I feel like I need to have a lot of concentration. The noise of the fans and people walking around was really distracting. So manga doesn't take as much focus for me, unless you're like starting a new one, but this is volume 4. So I read the entirety of volume 4. It was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as volume 3. I gave this one 4 stars. It was okay. We're really getting backstory onto Guts' life, and it's sad. Well, everything is sad, but you know, I enjoy the setting a lot. It's in like medieval times, I guess, like castles and knights and battles and stuff. It's not bad. There was one thing I wanted to show you. I don't know where it went. But, yeah, getting a lot of backstory and everything. And I don't know, if you know the series, you're aware. There's, so this is like the basic, this is your average manga. But there are deluxe editions, which have like multiple volumes in one. And they're huge. And the only reason, there's 2 reasons I haven't bought those. One, I wanted to make sure that I was going to enjoy the series before I, you know, committed to it. Number 1, they're like $50 each. And 2, I literally don't know if they would fit on my shelves, on my manga shelf. I mean, like, that they're significantly tall. They're probably like double the height of this. It's significant. But, so I finished volume 4. I have not started Hazelthorn yet. I will in a bit. By the time I had finished reading volume 4, the plant shop, the lady had arrived and opened the shop, but, she was doing like some type of construction or something in there. So I didn't, ended up not going in. Which is okay. It's not like I'm in dire need of a plant for my shelf, so that can wait till another day. I did go and get lunch. It was so hot in the restaurant because it's like, it's not inside the main building, it's like connected. I don't want to call it a trailer, but like a bunch of like trailer houses type of thing. I feel like they had no air conditioning, and I'm still like, I feel like I'm out of breath. It was so hot, and then I can't park right outside my apartment currently because they're doing paving. I had a whole issue with it yesterday, but so I'm having to walk a little bit, and it's just like with the freshly paved pavement, and it's like reflecting the heat. It's so hot. But in 2 days, it's going to be like, the highs are going to be in like the mid 60s. So I just got to make it a couple more days and then we should get official fall weather. So we are going to the video game event this afternoon. I did discuss with my friend, we will be going. So I'm charging my Switch. I don't know exactly what I want to play. If you know me, you know I have a bad habit of not finishing things, whether it's like TV shows or video games or movies. So I have lots of games that I need to finish or get in the process of finishing. So I might mess around with like either Slime Rancher, Amori, maybe... See, I always go back to Stardew Valley because I've never finished Stardew Valley, but I have others that are easier and quicker to finish. I don't even want to talk about what I was about to say. There's one game that has been driving me crazy, and I have feelings. Maybe we'll talk about it later. I don't know. But for right now, the video game thing starts, it's like 1 o'clock right now. Starts in like 3.5, 4 hours. So for now, I'm just gonna relax, maybe take a nap. Hopefully start Hazelthorn. I do have one thing I want to show you in a minute. I'll do a cut for it. I got these yesterday at Five Below. These little, like, not Lego, but like these little building sets. It's the same size as Lego bricks, but they're 2 really cute sets, so I'll show you those. And then just hang out until, I don't know if I'll film at the video game event. You really literally just sit and play video games, and like it's in a bookstore, one of the new local used ones that opened up. So I don't know how many people will be there, but I will at least come and tell you what game I played and what my friend played. Yeah, that'll be fun. And then tomorrow, book shopping, which will be fun. Hopefully I can get a lot for very, very cheap. That's about all I have right now. I tend to ramble, which I realize because I can see like up in the top of the counter for how long I've been recording. It's been 6 minutes and 5 seconds. So I need to stop talking. I don't talk this much in everyday life. Like rarely. I rarely talk. But yeah, I will get some things done. Need to do a couple of things around my apartment. Need to feed Calypso. I didn't feed her this morning. Before you say you're a bad cat parent, she's gotten a little chunky, so she needs to cut back. She needs to cut back on the food. Are you a little chunk? You a little chunk? All right, so I will stop recording here. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Okay, so it's the next day. It's Saturday afternoon. We did go to the video game event. It was just me, my friend, and there was 2 other people there. We were only there for like an hour, so it was just okay. Didn't film any. We did this morning go to the 2 book sales. One was way more successful and better than the other. It was very successful. I got 12 books for $22. So that was great. And then my friend got 10 books for $14. So at the first book sale, I got 11 books. So that was why it was more successful. And then the last one only got 1. So I am going to show you everything. So at the last book sale, the only one that I was able to find, and like, the second one was smaller, which wasn't a problem, but like they didn't have things clearly labeled, and it seemed like it was mainly like murder mystery, and they had lots of the same authors and like lots of repeat books. So I don't know, but this was the one I got. It was Even Though I Knew the End by C.L. Polk. I saw this recently. I don't know who read it, but I saw it online and I thought it looked really, really interesting. So, and it's short. It's like 130 pages. So I thought I would enjoy that one. And this one was 25 cents, by the way. So, score. And then at the first one we went to, which they had all the tables labeled like fantasy, mystery, new releases, children's, nonfiction, so it was much more organized. But that one was more crowded, so. This first one that I got, no idea what it was. There was no like description of it, like no excerpt, no synopsis, but I thought the art looked really cool and it was only $5, so I was like, you know what, might as well pick it up. And that is Lore, like the remastered versions, and it's by Ashley Wood. She's the artist and the story creator, so it's like kind of like a, I guess it is a comic, which I don't really read comics, but the art in here was so cool looking. Let me try and find a good. And so I just Googled it, and apparently it's like this woman's father gets he's either missing or got murdered or something, so I'm trying to find a good page to show you. It looks a little spooky, but like it had nothing on the back that told me what it was about, so I just flipped through and was like, you know what, might as well. So like stuff like this, oh no. So that's the second one. And then they had like bundles, so like some books were either rubber band or tied together, so you got them as like a set. So this one, I don't know much about this author. I only knew one of the books out of this bundle, but I thought it was, again, $5, so I thought I would give it a try. And that's, let's see, what's the best way for me to show you these? So the one that I knew is the one on top, which is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which, excuse me, which like, already that's like an interesting title, right? But these are all by the same author. And it looks like a manga, but it's not, it's just like a novel. So I thought that'd be interesting to check out, just 4 of her, I'm assuming it's a woman, 4 books by her. And then the first thing I picked up, which is really exciting, a bit intimidating too. This is a series I've been so curious about for a long time, but I've picked up the book and the bookstore multiple times, but I've just been like, I don't know, because it's so popular and so long, so I've kind of been putting it off, and so I didn't expect to find this. So it's the Farseer books, or I think it's Farseer is just the first 3, but I got Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. You might be thinking, oh great, you found the first one. I got the first 6, or at least I got 6. I know it's the first. They were in 2 bundles of 3, so yeah, it is the Farseer. It says it right here. So this is not the like edition that I was looking for. Now I will say I love like the classic 80s 90s like design cover wise, but I don't like books that are like this small, because the font is like tiny. Like I need a microscope. But I thought, oh, and it smells like an old book too. Ugh. But I got both sets. I got this whole thing for $10, or was it 7? I don't know. But I just figured that they have clearly been a bit, like some of the spines are cracked and broken. But I figured, since I'm so curious about it, it's a good way for me to get them used. That way I'm not paying like $20 per book. So I'm so excited about that. Still intimidated, but it's been a couple hours since we came back, my friend and I. She went home to her place, but like I got so exhausted. Like we had such a good time, but as soon as I came home and took my shoes off, I was like, I need to go sit in bed. and the tennis shoes I wore. We did so much walking. It was just not good. Like, my neck is hurting, but we had such a good time. It was so successful. So, and I'm so happy with my picks. So 12 books, $22.25. It was a great haul. I don't have room for any of these. Thank you for asking. I know you might be concerned, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll hide them somewhere. So I won't be reading any of these in this video, and no, I haven't started Hazelthorn. Don't worry. It's coming. It's going to be a long vlog, okay? So this is just the talky part of the vlog. I will start Hazelthorn. That's probably going to be the only book I'm going to read, I think, in this, well, besides that manga volume that I read. Okay, hi. It's the next morning. It's Sunday now. Last night I did finally sit down and read some of Hazelthorn. I'm about 100 pages in. It is so good. It was so hard to put it down last night, but it is so good so far. So what this is about, it's very in the same vein as Don't Let the Forest In. But we follow, our main character is Evander, and Evander, there's something that's happened to him. Something horrible, traumatic, and so he is locked in his room in this estate, and he never goes out. So he's brought meds every day, he's brought food every day by the butler. He's not allowed to leave. So he in this castle, there's the butler, there's Evander, and there's like the lord of the manor, which is technically, it's not officially his grandfather, but this man has raised Evander, so he considers him his grandfather. But one day, his door to the outside is unlocked. He goes downstairs and sees that Lawrence, or Lori, is sitting on the couch downstairs. And he's like, "What are you doing here? You can't be here. You're not allowed to be here." And he like freaks out because his injuries, and the whole reason like he's ill and sick and can't be and has episodes, is because Lori tried to kill him 7 years ago with like, he almost cut him in half with like a shovel. So there's some stuff going on between the two of them. And so Evander's like, "I'm gonna go get grandfather." And so Lori is the Lord's official grandson. But Evander's like, "I'm gonna go tell grandfather because you can't be here." So he goes to get the grandfather. He's having a cup of tea. All of a sudden, grandfather starts like seizing and choking, and he passes away. So then Evander is starting to like create notes, like, because there's only 4 possible suspects, right? It was either Evander himself somehow, but obviously not. It was either Lori, Carrington, or the Lord decided to off himself. So he's obviously very upset because this man raised him, basically, because his parents died in a car accident along with Lori's parents. So it's just a mess. And so he's trying to solve this mystery while also Lori will not leave him alone and is like teasing him, making fun of him and all that. But they used to be best friends. So that's where I'm at, 100 pages in. And apparently, so let's see, I want to see, yeah, one thing I forgot. So, of course, the grandfather had a will, and so this like lawyer or person over his affairs comes, reads the will, and the grandfather left everything to Evander instead of his actual grandson. So of course Lori is like, "What the heck? like something's wrong. And so Evander's kind of like, oh, there's an ambulance pulling up outside. Okay, but so Evander's kind of like, I get everything and you don't. But there's going to be not estranged family members, but like distant family members coming to try and convince Evander that they should get part of the fortune, or that he should hand over the entire thing to them. So that's where we're at. We've got some family members about to come who I assume are going to be awful, and then just solving the murder. But I'm really enjoying it so far. This author, they know how to create a vibe. So it's just, there's something like, don't go in the garden. Like that was the grandfather's last words to Evander. Don't go in the garden. No matter what you do, don't go in the garden. So, there's an ambulance outside. It's always the elder people downstairs. But anyways, so I'm going to keep reading, and I will update you in probably like 100 pages. We'll see. Okay, so it is a few hours later. After I ended the previous segment, I immediately went back to reading and finished the other like 250 pages in one sitting. I loved it. It was so good. Definitely similar aspects to Don't Let the Forest In, but oh my gosh. But it's the Calypso show, apparently. Okay, I don't even know what I was saying. But it was so good. It definitely was a bit darker, maybe. More body horror elements, I think, at least, in Hazelthorne. I definitely think that I liked the main characters better in Don't Let the Forest In, but in no way were these characters not likable. And the whole mystery aspect to it, the reveals, the plot twist, everything, it just like every other chapter, it just kept coming. So I did finish the rest of it. Easy 5 stars. I mean, really. This author definitely has become one of my favorites. And I know they're having another book come out in the spring, I think. So I will definitely be checking out that for sure. But it was so good. I don't know. There's not a lot I can say without like giving spoilers. But it's like, if you like body horror, or like if you're okay with that, and it is YA, so it's not like it's anything crazy, but just, I feel like all my reviews are so incoherent, but I don't know what to say. It's almost bedtime, that's why it's a bit dark in here. So I'm so sleepy. I've not been sleeping well. So let me try to put this in words, but just, if you want an author who isn't afraid to make their story a bit dark, but still keep it like appropriate for a YA audience, and have lots of representation and stuff. Like our main character, he was also autistic. It's not like outwardly, it's never like acknowledged, but like very clearly he's autistic. So if you're looking for that, along with the like relationship, it's so solid. The author's writing style, like, I felt, one thing I should definitely mention is like, they talk about the garden, all the nature, the vines, the dirt, Like, I felt like I was there. Like, I felt like I was stepping over vines, and like I could feel like the heaviness in the air from all the plants. Like, so atmosphere, solid, characters, just creepy and unsettling, but having you hooked until the very end. That's what this book was. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I know it wasn't as much reading as my previous reading vlogs. It was more like going out and doing things, but that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta go out and leave your house. So, but we did a big book haul, so that was exciting. And I also want to mention very quickly, there was a big rainstorm last night. It is finally in the 60s. Finally. And it feels so nice outside. I think it's going to be this way for at least a few days. before it goes back to the 70s. See, I have a love-hate relationship with filming on my bed. Oh my gosh. But I'm sure this is entertaining, if you like cats. You see yourself? Okay, I'm gonna end the vlog. I have plans. I have at least 2 other reading vlogs planned, and maybe a reading challenge planned, which I've never like done on like YouTube before. So just look forward to some stuff coming up. And go, oh my gosh, go pet your cat. Give your cat attention, because if you don't, she will not bother you but interrupt you when you're trying to do stuff. So I'm gonna let you go, and yeah, that was the reading vlog. Hazelthorn, 5 stars, easy 5 stars. I figured it would be. And I also read Berserk, 4 stars, I would say, of that volume. Got some books, got some good food, played some games, and now I have a clingy cat. So all in all, pretty good. So I will leave you here, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!